Art is an expression of an impression.
Look at her hair.
What I like about her hair is the coordination.
Very coordinated. This is Shuku. Art is life, and art is a collective memory of the society. On today's episode, we shall be exploring the arts.
So today on Goge Africa, we take you to Pan-Atlantic University, where we bring you Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art. Stay with us. Art is an expression of creativity which gives an insight into history, culture, society, or an idea. These arts, in their diverse forms, serve aesthetics, historical, informational, religious, educational, and environmental functions. Museums, on the other hand, are repositories of these arts, serving different functions. Whereas an art gallery is a place where artworks are exhibited for sale, while galleries sell collected artworks. Museums collect artworks for keeps and exhibitions. One such museum is the Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art, domiciled on the premises of the Pan-Atlantic University. Though not offering art as an academic discipline yet, the Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art, a cubic-shaped architectural edifice, adorns the sprawling lawn of this institution of learning. In this building are art collections dating from pre-colonial times, post-colonial, and contemporary arts. Domiciled on its landscape are arts of rich interpretations across several art mediums. Quite expected, this museum, which opened in 2020 with over 1,000 artworks, a bulk of its collections donated by the art connoisseur Prince Yemisi Shyllon, is today a hotspot for tourists, art aficionados, and students. Let's walk in to see the treasures encased in the belly of this art vault, guided by the museum's educator, Mr. Charles Ude. Hi, good to see you, Charles.
Good to see you too.
Yes.
It's been, should I say, phenomenal, you know. I have been watching Goge Africa since I was young.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like, I can still remember the Goge Africa.
Well, thank God you're all grown up now.
Yeah. Boys to men, I would say.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so once more, welcome to Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art. Ours is the first of its kind here in Nigerian soil, the first privately owned museum. There is another, but it is the first. And it is the first university museum in Nigeria that is practically active with the educational relationship between the museum and the institution that is, of course, the mother institution. So that's the whole idea of our institution here. We want to see how we keep works for posterity, but beyond just for posterity, but also as a box for curiosity that the museum is, so that the students will have a chance to experience what perhaps they've been taught in the class here. So we run an object-based program, object-based learning program, which helps the lecturers and the students as well. So for example, you're teaching your students on civil ethics or civil engineering ethics. They come over here, they look at works that talk about civic ethics, norms about perhaps justice, how to manage conflicting ideas. For example, there's a work in the space from Gerald Chukwuma that talks about world without war. So these are whatever peace. Quite a few people actually understand or know that he actually works with explorative works like this. And these are titled the Archangels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Archangels.
Archangels, yeah, it's true. So to a lot of people look at it and will really ask, how is it the Archangel?
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's made from car parts.
I can see that.
And a major part of the car part is your dashboard. Your dashboard, and then your dashboard is practically what guides you as you journey.
That's correct.
It tells you the fuel gauge, it tells you the speed you're running at, it tells you where your navigator is pointing to. So good, without your dashboard,
When your engine is overheating,
it tells you that. So without it, it's like you're on a blind journey. It guides you as you move. Yes, so the title of the work is actually Water na Water.
water na water.
Yes, and it's made from pure water sachet. And of course, we all know that in Nigeria, we're still struggling with being able to give people good drinking water. And even when we resort to the table water and of course the pure waters, I will still argue not all pure water companies really treat their supposed pure water pure. So sachet water is not really the supposed pure water. And of course, the end is the Nigerian just want to quench his thirst. So whatever you take, water na water. So that's, the work also talks about, of course, the environmental sustainability, the waste of how much that water we take in a day. But I would also like us to look at the pre-colonial section of our museum in here. Yeah, because I think it will give us a strong understanding of where we're going. So this here is our multipurpose gallery. Why the seats are this way is we just had the community outreach program. So this frame and this frame is dedicated to Yoruba art and culture. The Yorubas are perhaps one out of 2 or 3 of West African society where women masquerade. And this is an example of that. These are gelede, masquerade headdress. Yes, the gelede society is for motherhood and womanhood in the society, in the Yoruba society. They also serve as check to the men because it gives the women power to act in the society, yes. Here we have the agerifa, which is the bowl that holds the divination items. Over here we have the oponifa. This is one style, this is another style, that's another style. There is no particular style. I think every artist is free to design. But the tray, the oponifa is like a tray for the divination, where you drop your divination items. I think in the Igbo section, that's what you have as Igbafa. And usually they use a goat skin to drop their divination item. And of course, we are looking at history itself, 800 years ago. This is taking us back to time. That's the Obalofon mask. And that is an Ife royal head. These are made by the great Ife civilization about 13th century AD. And these are made from brass and copper. The fascinating thing about this is, as at the time these were made, the striking naturalism was something that Europe has not been able to achieve. They were still struggling to go back to classical antiquity, as at the time the Yoruba perfected this.
Wow.
in copper and brass. And another good fascinating fact is that we don't have copper mines in Nigeria. We don't have copper mines in Togo. We don't have copper mines in Benin. The closest copper mine to us is in Mali. And these are made of copper, which of course shows that there have been a historical transaction between the people of the forest region of West Africa and the people of the Sahara and even beyond the Sahara of Africa. This frame covers the Benin artworks. Yeah, this is the head of an Oba of Benin from an earlier period, pretty much 14th century AD, because we know this based on the style of the works. Should it have an elaborate kufio, that's the headdress is elaborate, you know that it's from a later period. That's like 16th century, 17th century. That's when they had so much wealth, so much influence. But this is from the earliest periods of the reign of the Obas. Over here we have the Benin trophy head. We have the elephant tusk items. This is a salt cellar, and this is a royal gong. Now, in the Benin Empire, should a warrior or a hunter kill an elephant, a tusk goes to the king, and another tusk goes to the hunter. So from that tusk, the Oba is free to fashion whatever he wants to fashion out of it. And of course, in 1897, when the British conquered the Benin city, they looted almost every single piece of that history. It's pretty much different artworks from different areas of Nigeria. We have the Benin trophy heads there. We also have the Benin Oba head from a later period because of the elaborate head. Over there we have beneath the two heads, we have the Ibeji figure from Yoruba. No.
Okay,
the two twin figures. So usually once a twin die, one of the twin dies, believe a malevolent spirit is affecting the child. So there is a need to have this cap so that the clothe and feed the second one as if the other was still alive. Yeah, these are over 1,300 years old. 800 to 900 AD. The Iboku bronzes. Yes. The skill is just, you look at it as a craftsman and you know that it took a lot for someone working in the forest region of Anambra 1,300 years ago to sit down and create this. He is a mastermind. He is a mastermind, and that's what we are seeing here. So the Iboku bronzes, we are way ahead of their time. Here we have a very strong emotional piece by Erabo Emope for the 1977 Festac. So it's titled Iya Abiku. What I love about this work is the visual, shall I say, metaphors that is there. So Abikum literally means, of course, the child who, when better, dies over and over again repeatedly, and of course brings a lot of pain to the mother. And that's the emotional feeling we see in the mother, that pain. Then he so wittingly gave a shot of that absence of that child in the womb of the mother. Over there we have Yusuf Grillo, I know Nablu. I know Nablu. Yusuf Grillo, yes.
Stained glass expert.
Yeah, the lover of blue also. Yeah. Every single painting of his you will get to find blue.
When was this done?
This was in 1993. Over there is African Woman by Ben Osawe.
The African Woman.
Yeah, this is Omoligo Denta at Eden's Gate.
Eden's?
This is Lamidi Fake.
Who is this?
Lamidi Fake. Yes, he was a living legend. In fact, he was a UNESCO living legend when he was alive. He did all this. He was a master carver of the Yoruba traditional carving style.
This Museum of Art is the first privately funded museum of arts in Nigeria. Of immense importance to its existence is the eponymous arts collector, Prince Yemisi Shyllon, who not only financed its construction, but also donated over 1,000 traditional and modern artworks to the museum.
The Yemisi Shyllon Museum is leading the way. The Yemisi Shyllon Museum, under the International Council for Museum, they have organized even training program for museum staff. They have organized training for children. And I'm saying training, not visits. Right. The children sit down and draw and sketch what they are looking at.
I witnessed it yesterday.
Good. Yeah. They sit down and watch and sketch. And of course, public schools. The emphasis is more on public schools. The emphasis doesn't mean it doesn't include private schools, but the emphasis is more on public schools. Where, let me be honest with you, great nations are made from the contributions of the poor. It is the poor that go through the arduousness of survival, and they learn in the process. Their thinking ability is different from that of a spoiled child. So, when you train the poor, the children of the poor, you are preparing for a greater future for your nation. I went to University of Ibadan, and I donated their biggest monument in 2009 when they were celebrating the 60 years anniversary of University of Ibadan, where I did my first degree. And then, of course, I have Ministry of Culture at the federal and the state levels that come here to be lectured about the art of our culture and its impact on tourism. So I am creating a kind of new knowledge. And finally, the Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art, which I'm the grand donor, is playing a significant role in changing the narrative.
Your name?
Okay, my name is Madonna Iloba, and I work here at the Yemisi Shyllon Museum of Art as an advancement officer. Students usually, when they leave here, they're usually very excited and they always want to come back. Now, when they come in, typically they don't really know exactly what to expect. You know, they're like, oh, we're going to an art museum. Some of them have been to art museums before, some of them have not. Many of them have not, really. So we have them come into this space. You know, they're a bit like, okay, what is this place going to, you know, show me? What am I going to see in here? And they come in, they start seeing the artworks and the beautiful, first of all, the beautiful sculptures we have outside. And then they come in and then they see, you know, many colorful paintings and different types of works made from different kinds of materials. And they're like intrigued, they're like, you know, wowed, you know, at the different things that they encounter when they come here.
So I love art. So coming here felt like I was coming home. I felt at home with all the art and like all the things around. And like each work has like a meaning behind it. So sometimes just looking at it, trying to like understand or trying to like make your own meaning out of it, it's just like a really comforting experience. And like the varieties and like the people that also paint it, just like looking at them and being able to recognize, oh, who is this? Oh, I know the person that did that. It's just a very welcoming experience. And the fact that it's open for everyone to come to, it's just one of the best parts about the museum.
For me, I've always admired artworks. I've always been a very artistic person since I was younger. I also did visual arts in secondary school, and coming here, it was just like, okay, I was coming to see the many artworks I had learned about, the different artists I had heard about. Walking through this place, I've seen acts from Lamidi, Fakeye, I've seen artworks from different artists that I'd read about or studied about from my WAEC examinations. I've always been someone who loves to draw, paint, and one of my dreams right now is to create an art piece that will be hung in this museum so that other people can come and see and enjoy what art is about, what art should look like, what art can do to your body, soul, and mind.
All right, we're back now. So, what's your impression of the arts?
All right, let's go find out what the people think.
Cool, let's do that.
Hey there, how you doing? Don't go anywhere. Okay, so look, art is beautiful. It's an expression of oneself. I could tell you, hey, stop right now, right there, okay? Hey, I'm with you, baby, okay? Art is so beautiful, you wouldn't tell when a deer is holding a ball to its leg. Yes. Score goals, make this happen. Art makes you know that you can do anything, and not even try, as long as it's part of you. Bro, stop right. Okay, look, guys, I'll be right back for a minute. Hey, stop. Look, guys. See, this art is talking to me so much. I'm losing my mind. I'll be right there with you. Stop playing, man. You're not messy. Come on, guys. No, don't eat that human. Oh, come on, dude. See, I'll be right back, okay? No, wait.
Looking at this, I have no words for it. I'm a lover of art, and seeing this around is just so amazing. I mean, look at this. This speaks Nigeria. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All right, it's time for travel tips. Let's bring you travel trends. And of course, today on Travel Tips, we'll bring you Abu Suleiman, his top 5 attractions in Nigeria. Don't go away.
My name is Abubakar Suleiman. I'm the Managing Director of Sterling Bank. My #1 destination is my home, and my home is currently in Lagos. The most exciting part of Lagos is the waters, whether it is the lagoon or the ocean or the beaches of Lagos. They are just about the best place to be. Brings you and calms you down. My #2 destination is Abuja, and the reason I love Abuja is that's the one place where you stand and you see everybody in Nigeria. The cultural confluence in Abuja is just unbeatable. It is everyone's home, so I love it, love it, love it. My #3 destination is Kano, and for Kano I go there for history and culture, and that is because that is also my state of origin. I love going back to Kano because it reminds me of where we come from, and it tells me about the possibility of where we can go. My #4 destination is Arinta. Arinta falls in Ekiti. The smaller fall, the larger one is Ikogosi. I prefer Arinta. It's just unbelievably beautiful. And my final destination, I will choose Obudu Cattle Ranch. That will be my final destination.
Hey, can I have some maize, some corn? This guy is peeing all over the place.
And yet you want his corn.
Well, well, well. I've been entertained and amused, and I hope you have been.
Yeah, so until the same time, we want you to go visit a museum, visit an art gallery, because art is life.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Ciao.